Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and I'm sharing with you two new cards with some new die sets today. The first one I'm going to die cut here is called Christmas Floral, and it has a layered poinsettia and some leaves and some berries. I'm using Spellbinder's cardstock here, and the leaves I'm die cutting from two different greens. The poinsettia I'm going to die cut from three different like pinkish reddish colors, but it's actually only two layers. I'm just creating the second layer twice just to give it a bit more dimension. So I'm going to die cut a bunch of them and then shape the petals, which basically I'm just kind of curling them up just to give them a little bit of lift there. And now I am going to layer these up. I'm only adding foam tape between the middle and the last layer, and then on the top I'm just going to add liquid glue. That gives me enough dimension already. And you can layer these flowers however you want to. I just kind of turn them around and see what I like. There's no right or wrong here. Yeah, for this one card I created 5 of them, and I'm going to create a wreath. And then I will just add greenery in between them. It's going to be a very simple card. For my background, I will use one of the new cover plates. This one is called Stitched Argyle cover plate. And I'm just adding a layer of white. Basically, I just die cut it from white cardstock, and I will add it to the card base. So it's white on white. It's just a little bit of texture and interest in the background. So I don't know why I did not center that first flower that I glued down. Normally I don't like symmetrical designs that much, so I guess that was my reasoning behind it, but then it just didn't work the way I wanted to. So all of it is a bit crooked and to the right, so but okay, I mean, it's just a handmade card, right? It's not life or death situation here. Okay, so once I've done that, I will totally forget about gluing down those leaves. I think I just looked at it and they looked like they were done already. And now I'm adding these little letters. These are from the Dear Santa die set, and I thought they would fit here perfectly. The other sentiment die sets in this release are large, and I didn't want to add anything large to this card, so I thought this would work fine. I was wondering if I should add different colored enamel dots or just one. I went with just one single color. There's a small die in this set that you can use for the flower center, but I always like to add enamel dots to all of my flowers anyway. Okay, so I did realize that I did not glue down the leaves, so I'm going to work on that now. And then this card is done, and we can move on to the next one. The next one will be also a very simple design that I like to use a lot. Here I'm using another new cover plate. This one is called Basket Weave. I'm so bad with the names. I mean, I really should know. But it's called Basket Weave. And again, I'm going with white on white. And I don't know. I just love white on white. It's the texture is beautiful. And the whole colorful flowers, they just pop. Okay, so these are the berries that come with the die set, you can create different colors here. I die cut them once from a darker, I think it's called terracotta. This is also a Spellbinders cardstock, and then from a lighter orange, and then I mixed them up a little bit, so there's a bit of variation. And this time I die cut the poinsettia a bit from lighter pink colors, and then also the leaves from a variety of green, just to, again, to have some variation there, which I think looks a bit more natural or more organic. Now I'm gluing down everything with liquid glue, except for the flower, which I will attach or adhere with foam adhesive. And every time I'm gluing something down, I'm bringing back the flower just to see if everything is still in the right place or where I want them to be. Now that I have one cluster done, I'm just turning the card around and I'm creating the second cluster, which is probably, well, I'm only eyeballing it, so I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I was going for the same kind of arrangement. So it's really this simple. There's nothing difficult about it, but I always love this design on my cards, and then I normally just add some sentiment in the middle. I will also add some enamel dots again to the middle, this time a light pink. Now this here is also a new die set called Very Merry, and I'm only using the Merry part because it's very large and I don't really have space for the whole sentiment. But I think this fits perfectly in the middle there. I really like it, and I die cut it from red cardstock and also a few times from white cardstock, I think 2 times, and just layer them up to create a more like a chipboard kind of look. And then I will try to find a good placement here, kind of like in a, you know, in a crooked way, because these letters are kind of funky. They don't have to be all lined up. This is how I like it. And then I will just adhere them down with liquid glue, and then this card is also finished. So they are both simple cards with a lot of dimension and texture. This is kind of how I like my cards to be. I hope you like them too. I hope I could inspire you in some small way. Let me know in the comments, and I will also link everything in the description box below what I used if you are interested. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.